Hello, everybody. My name is Gnall from Q Associates, and we're thanking Directions for the opportunity to present a extension we have provided for Dynamics D365 BC. Standard D365 BC in the Jobs module allows posting to expense accounts based on entries for time, expenses, etc. However, the standard functionality does not allow for distribution to multiple expense accounts for a particular invoice and WIP process. Q Associates has developed an extension that will allow this distribution to various accounts, and that's what we're going to demo today. So we start off with the job posting groups. The screen shows we've got job posting groups. The two we're focused on is billable labor and non-billable labor. And you'll notice the point that's salient is the recognized costs account are different for billable labor as opposed to non-billable labor. Billable labor is 50300, non-billable labor is 50301. Once we have these job posting groups set up, we're going to update our resources with these groups based on an customization that was done to the resource screen. We'll show you that when we get there. So this is a pretty standard screen, except that we have added two fields, the billable job posting group and the non-billable job posting group. And you can see that we've assigned the appropriate job posting group to each of those fields. Once we have the resource set up, we can go and create a job journal for these two employees. And we'll open the job journals. And here we have three different billable lines, three different resources, and they have all been marked with their billable and non-billable job posting groups. All of them have 8 hours right now. All of them are right now going to incur revenue based on the postings. So we can post these job journals. And then we'll take a short trip over to the planning lines so we can see the lines in the job itself. And we see here we have a number of lines available for the job itself. The ones we're focusing on are the last three, where you see we have 8 hours for each of them. And a couple of items about this screen. This has also been modified. You'll see right next to their name, we've got a checkbox area for non-billable. We have a field for billable job posting group and a field for non-billable job posting group. Those job posting groups defaulted from the resource. So we have the ability for each of these planning lines to invoice them, but the issue would be not only do we want to bill them, but if we decide not to bill them, will the system support us posting to a separate general ledger account? So if we go to the last resource, Mary, and say we don't want to bill her, so we marked it non-billable, we do have to, because of D365 BC constraints, remove the unit price and the sales price. Once we've done that, now we're ready to invoice this. And what it's going to do is it's going to invoice for two of those resources, Linda and Mark, but record only the cost for resource Mary. So we can go from here and go ahead and generate the invoice. This is all standard processing. Now we'll post the invoice. Once again, standard D365 BC processing. And now the invoice has been posted. Once again, staying in standard BC functionality. After we post the invoice, we're going to run the WIP, which is the way D365 BC manages their job postings. The WIP must be run. So we'll calculate the WIP. And after this, we're going to do the WIP to GL. So WIP was successfully posted. Now we want to go take a look at the Power BI reports. We've just established a very basic Power BI report to demonstrate that we can take job costs and distribute them to multiple accounts. Just wait a minute while the Power BI refreshes. Bring over the data that we just entered and posted. And this is not all the accounts, obviously, that are posted to when WIP and GL postings are performed, but it is the salient feature of this extension. And when it comes out, you can see on the side right now, I've got job cost 50300, which was the two employees who were billing their work. And we have the job cost not billed, which is the employee that was not billing them. That's the one we selected the non-billable flag for. So that got moved to a different GL account. To summarize, we saw an issue with D365 BC functionality when it came to distributing or allocating costs to multiple expense accounts. We created an extension using job posting groups and modifying several screens in D365 to allow us to address this easily. This is not standard functionality in BC, and the customization we performed allows users to easily change the billing status of a particular planning line and distribute both the expense accounts to multiple accounts and the income accounts. I want to thank you all for your time today. I hope you enjoyed the presentation. And if you'd like to contact us, you see on the screen, you can go to the Directions website, directionsna.com, click on Sponsors, click on Bronze Sponsor, and Q's information will be available. We're looking forward to partnering with many of you in the future, and thank you again.